Hey guys, it's Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the laundry room. And yet again, the laundry room is being used for its intended purpose. The dryer is on. Unfortunately, the clothes need to be dried, and I need to record this video. So I'm killing two birds with one stone. Hopefully the dryer is not too loud. If you're new to the channel, thank you for finding us. I hope you are doing well. If you want to give us a sub and a thumbs up and a comment, that would be much appreciated. I want to know what people think about this release, which release of this film they already own or have already ordered or are most excited about. What are we here to talk about today? Hell to the yes. Supercop Police Story 3. This is the 88 films mega box release that includes the 4K and the Blu-ray. 88 Films did their own remaster, so this does look different from the Eureka release. I have not put them side by side and compared them. I did talk to someone who did, and he told me that you can see the difference, but it's not like one is better. It's just kind of, they're just different. They're both really well done, and they're excellent releases. I haven't watched this release yet. It's coming out this week, so April 25th, I believe, of 2023 is the release date. And so I thought I would just show this off. I have this huge pile of movies I need to review, and I'm trying to plow through it as quickly as I can. And so I knew I wouldn't have time to review every single thing on this release like the day it comes out. So I just wanted to show it off and to talk about it so people know it's there, so they know I have it, so they know I will be covering it when I have the time. Artwork is absolutely friggin' fantastic here, which has been much discussed already in the fan community, in my Facebook group and on Twitter and everything like that. Back artwork, fantastic here too, and I believe Sean Longmore did this artwork. Who did the Tiger Cage from 88 Films, which I think again fantastic artwork, and did Gorgeous, right, for 88 Films. Done a lot of stuff for 88 Films recently. Really great. Like, look at this. I'm just trying to take the, there's like a, like the sticker that keeps this thing on there. Just trying to take that off carefully. So look at this back artwork. Hell yeah. That is amazing. Jackie and Michelle Yeoh and stop it. I love this movie. When the Eureka release came out, I did several videos about Police Story and how much I love this movie, and I reviewed that release. I talked about their 4K release. I talked about how I think this is maybe the ultimate action film of all time. I talked about how I think you could make the case that the two best action movies ever came out the same year, which was the year this was released, which this and Hard Boiled came out the same year, which was 1992, if I am not mistaken. There's a lot of stuff in here. So the poster came out first. Let's look at the poster. Dude, stop. What? This is incredible. What? This is the Japanese poster, it looks like. Look at that. What? It's like freaking Rambo, but he's wearing like a... I love that he's wearing just like this jacket that you would just wear on the street, but he's got this amazing machine gun with all the bullets. That's amazing. Police Story 3. And then, did I show you the back? That's what she said. Hell yeah. Awesome. Okay, so then we get the booklet, which has this classic artwork on it, which was on the this was on the Eureka 4K release. And then there's the back, and we open it up, and this is like one of those mega really nice booklets. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna smell it. This is so creepy. I'm just like some old man in my laundry room on the internet sniffing paper, making creepy noises. So, pages 11 to 22 are taken up by Meet the Cop That Can't Be Stopped, an interview with John Wakefield, and then 24 to 63 is Three-Nage Kicks, the joy of Supercop, and then there's some special thanks in there. And then, of course, they have like all of the, like the promotional stills and the posters, and there you go. Meet the Cop That Can't Be Stopped. So I don't know if we need to go through every single page of this, but there's Stephen Chow, and this is pretty cool. These behind the scenes photos of Jackie here. I love everything that they dig up for these. Look at that. That's an awesome picture. There's some cool stuff down there. Hell yeah. And then this is the Teenage Kicks. Reference to Teenage Kicks, probably, right? By the Undertones, which is a great freaking song. It has been covered by Ash. And let's make the connection to Jackie Chan. Ash had their song Kung Fu, which mentions Jackie Chan, is played during the end credits of Rumble in the Bronx, at least the version that was released in the U.S. I am a huge Ash fan, by the way. I don't know if I've talked about that on this channel, but they're like one of my top 5 bands of all time. I've seen them like, I think, 4 times live. I'm a huge Ash fan. Oh, and here, Chan, Yo, and Tong, a holy action trinity. I'm not going to disagree with that. Stanley Tong being the director of this film. Obviously, Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh being stars of the film. So here's some lobby card reproductions in there. And some awesome pictures. This is awesome. This booklet is awesome. There's Jackie Chan and Stanley Tong blowing candles out together on their shared birthday. And there's Willie Chan. And Willie, you know, Willie Chan was Jackie Chan's manager. There. I didn't know that Stanley Tong and Jackie had the same birthday. That's really cool. I'm just looking through here to see that a lot of these are like very famous photos that if you're familiar with the film you will have seen before, but this is pretty cool. Those lobby cards there. So let me know what you think about Police Story 3. Like, what is it? It's such an interesting movie because it's like, the way I see it when I look at this film, I see the influence of John Woo because there's so much gunplay in this movie. There's not as many fights, and there are some incredible stunts, but they're not as frequent throughout as they would have been in earlier Jackie films. So it's really interesting. You see this move more towards a focus on like character storytelling, but in the action, you see a move towards gunplay, but you still have the comedy with like the Maggie Chung character and the stuff at the hotel. If you're unfamiliar with the film, at some point Jackie is undercover. This is not really a spoiler. I'm not going to tell you how it affects the plot, but Jackie's undercover and he runs into his girlfriend, and so there's like a lot of comedic hijinks, right? But it is kind of a dark and serious film too. So I just think it's a really interesting entry in the series. It's a really interesting continuation from the first two. And I'm curious what people think about this movie. Like, do you think it's, you know, I think a lot of people would say the first one is the best one. What is your favorite of the first 3 Police Story films? And I mean, I love First Strike too, but you know, I know that the first 3 are the ones that people really talk about as like, you know, they were released as the trilogy, which I know in part has to do with the rights situation. But, you know, as F.J. DeSanto has pointed out, in First Strike, Jackie Chan is kind of playing himself in a way, like he's playing a different character. Even though it's a continuation of the series, he's not really playing the same character that he played in the first 3. And even though it is technically a continuation of the series, it's kind of its own thing as well. It's more of like a James Bond thing, and it's not as harder edged and violent as the earlier ones. But anyway, look at this, dude. Jackie Chan Rambo. Hell yeah, I've never seen these pictures before. That's amazing. So I'm just curious what people think about this film, like compared to the other films in the series and compared to other action films, and like where do you rank it among action films, among Police Story films, among Jackie Chan films? I keep threatening to do my favorite Jackie Chan films list, and I swear I will do it soon. I need to rewatch Project A. Okay, so here's the thing. I've been needing to rewatch Project A and Project A 2 for a while. And then I got the Blu-rays from the UK. I got the Eureka set. And I had a plan to watch it on my birthday this year, which was about 3 weeks ago. And then like a week before my birthday, I had emergency surgery. I'm not going to tell the whole story, but it was pretty dicey. I got very sick very quickly, and I had to have surgery. I was in the hospital for like 3 days. And the surgeon was like, don't do anything for the next 3 weeks. And so I didn't do anything. And so I never ended up watching Police Story. I didn't review it for my birthday. I was recovering and I was laid up and whatever. And so I'm getting back into things now. And so now I have to find time to rewatch Project A and Project A 2. And then when I do that, I will do my list of my favorite Jackie Chan films. I think there's going to be 12 on there. And then maybe 3 honorable mentions. I just couldn't do 10. I couldn't take any more off the list. I got to 15 and I was like, okay, maybe I could get 3 of these out of here and then I could do 10 and like a couple honorable mentions, but I just couldn't go lower than 12. So it's going to have at least 12 things on it. So here we go. Here's the artwork. And there's the back. And then we open it up and we have the Ultra HD 4K disc right here. And then we have the Blu-ray here. Hell yes. I just, the presentation, like 88 really is unparalleled in their like physical presentation of the films. They go all out with the artwork, the case, the essay, like everything. We have this. Hey guys, it's Will. Welcome back to part 2 of the video. The dryer just got too damn loud and I left the laundry room and now I'm out in the study. I originally didn't want to record in the study because it's really bright today, which means it gets really hot in the study. But I came up with an ingenious solution. I took my pants off. Welcome back. Welcome back to part 2 of our video in which a perverted old man wearing no pants talks about Jackie Chan movies. Yay! I was talking about this. I was in the middle of talking about this. And then you flip that around and this is the artwork there for the cases. And you know, 88, every label has an identity, which I think is one of the things that's really cool about collecting Blu-rays and getting to know the labels and kind of buying the films and stuff like that. And I think that 88's identity is really about like, here is an amazing package that is going to look awesome on your shelf with really freaking cool artwork. And it's got the film on it in the best version we could find and remastered. And we're going to put whatever bonus material we can find on there and try to make the best release that we can. But I think that 88, part of their identity for me is that they always go all out on the artwork. And they try to find the best artist for the project and create the best art that they can. So let's talk about what's on here, which is all listed on this little card here. There is a slipcase with brand new artwork from Sean Longmore, which we've already looked at. A double-sided fold-out poster, which we have already looked at. Oh, and there are the replica lobby cards. We didn't look at those yet, did we? Hell yeah, there's so much to discover. We'll look at those in a second. 80-page perfect bound book featuring an interview with John Wakefield and new writing on the film by C.J. Lyons, plus selected archive material. We checked that out already, and we liked that, didn't we? And then inner sleeve featuring Hong Kong poster artwork, which we also checked out. Features 4K, which is actually 2160p, UHD presentation of the Hong Kong cut, 96 minutes, in the original 2.35:1 aspect ratio with Dolby Vision encoding. It says HDR10+, I don't know what that means, compatible. Cantonese language options in Dolby Atmos, Cantonese 1.0, Cantonese 2.0, which is the home video mix, with newly translated subtitles and SDH for the Hong Kong cut. English mono dub for the Hong Kong cut. 4K UHD presentation of the international US cut, which is 91 minutes long, with English 5.1 and Cantonese mono, and English subtitles and SDH. Audio commentary by Frank Jeng, hell yeah. Flying High, Jackie Chan. Dancing with Death, Michelle Yeoh. I would imagine those are archival interviews. The Stuntmaster General, Stanley Tong. Again, I would imagine that's an archival interview. The Fall Guy, Ken Lo. Stanley Tong interview from 2004. Outtakes and behind the scenes. Hong Kong trailer, English trailer, US TV spots. There are 7 of those, hell yeah. US theatrical trailer, that's on there. US theatrical teaser and US theatrical trailer, Japanese teaser, US video screener promo, that's amazing. And then Guy LaRoche 1984 commercial with Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh. So, and then the 4K is all region and the Blu-ray is region A. And let's check out these postcards, lobby cards that we have here. We gotta take the little paper thing off. All right, so here we go. Here's the first one. Classic scene from this movie. Hell yeah. And then we flip it over. Another classic scene, the rooftop fight. And then there's Michelle. Hell yeah. I love this car chase in this movie. It is amazing. It's one of my favorite car chases ever. It is so good. It's so good. Jackie Chan movies. Okay, I'm gonna make an impromptu statement here. I mean, this is like one of the most famous stunts of all time, right? Where he's hanging off the helicopter. This is a classic scene too. This is the scene I was talking about where he's undercover and he runs into his girlfriend. He's like, don't pretend you don't know who I am. There's Yuen Wah, amazing bad guy. There's Michelle. Let me finish this and then I'll make my impromptu statement and then I can be out of your hair and we can be done. Oh, dude, I love this fight scene when they're in the restaurant. Hell yeah. And then it spills out onto the street. And in this scene, this is the John Woo influence I'm talking about. This scene in the little hut with all the drug people. You'll know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie. And if you haven't seen the movie, I'm not spoiling anything for you because that was very vague. So let me make a statement that I was going to make, my impromptu statement. I think Jackie Chan movies are very underrated for the excellence of their car chases. We talk about his stunts, obviously. We talk about the fight scenes. We talk about the comedy and all these other things about Jackie movies. But so many Jackie Chan movies, I guess part of this is that some of them are movies he's in and some of them are movies he directed, right? So like he didn't direct this. Stanley Tong directed this. Heart of Dragon has a freaking fantastic car chase. Sammo Hung directed that movie and Jackie Chan is the star of that movie, kind of the co-star with Sammo. And, but like, Wheels on Meals, I think, has a really good car chase in it. And Winners and Sinners has that amazing car sequence where Jackie's on the roller skates. I think Jackie Chan's movies are underrated for their vehicular mayhem, if you want to call it that. So let me know what you think about that. And maybe should I do a list of the greatest instances of vehicular mayhem in Jackie Chan movies? If you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments, and maybe I can work on that list because that would actually be really fun, I think. And I rewatched Heart of Dragon recently. I actually, to plug my Patreon, and shout out to my patrons who are indispensable to the running of this channel and are also just really cool people, and I love being in there chatting with them and doing exclusive and early release videos. I did a Patreon exclusive review of Winners and Sinners recently with the Eureka Blu-ray because Richard Ng passed away, and that's one of my favorite, probably is my favorite movie of his. And well, I love the Pom Pom movies too. But anyway, I wanted to review something where he's like very prominently featured and gives a fantastic performance. And it was really fun to rewatch that movie. And that car stunt is just where Jackie Chan is on the roller skates and he's like hanging off the backs of cars and he goes underneath the big truck. And then there's this huge pile up of cars. And it's just fucking awesome. And I rewatched Heart of Dragon recently because I reviewed the Arrow release of that. And I had forgotten how awesome the car chase is in that. So anyway, we're here today to talk about the 88 Films fantastic box set release here with all that bonus. But this is a chunk-ass box, as I've been known to say. Yes, Daddy! So, my name is Will. You're watching Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. I will review that release, like I said, once I have time to make it through my pile. I have this backlog of crap I need to do because I was sick yet again. But I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you leave a comment, and we'll see you next time.